What do you do when you have everything you've prayed for? You have the perfect relationship. Your man does not cheat, he does not abuse you, he shows you how much he loves you, but somehow you notice that you've disappeared in it. This is something that a lot of women experience, but they will not have anyone to talk about it with. So I am here for you because you consulted me. I will come through for you. Don't worry, sit back and relax. Welcome to Consult Me. I am your host and founder, Zanifa. So let's get right into this video. Hi, my people. No, let's take that again. Hi, my people. Hi, my people. Hi, my people. Whichever one you want. Hi, my people. You're welcome to Consult Me. And like I said earlier, I am your host / founder, Zanifa. This story is fictional, as we know, because obviously none of you have sent in your stories. If people want me to fry yam and egg for you, send in your stories now. Or if you don't have any story to share, but anyways, calm down. Take your time. We're not rushing it over here. So you're welcome to today's episode. Today's episode is going to push us to be serious and talk about the right things when it comes to relationships. So I'm not just here to joke. So I know that most of us, we like relationship gist. Anytime there's relationship, you be doing as if you don't want to hear, but you want to hear, you want to know what is happening. So don't worry, calm down. This story is for you. But this story is not your typical gossip. This one is the one that you really sit down and think it through and be like, what if this is something I would do? What if this is something that I will exhibit when I find somebody? Because I know that maybe you're not. I'm just joking. Don't worry. Sit down, relax. I'm just joking. Before we get right into the story, how are you doing? How was the week? How was your weekdays? How was work? How was everything? How was school? How was classes? Hope everything went well and hope you're planning for the weekend. What are you doing this weekend after watching Consult Me? What is your next task? Because I know Consult Me should be your number one. Every other thing should come second. So pause. I was actually editing before I realized that, oh boy, this clip was lost where I gave you guys gist, I gave you guys what was happening, and I asked you guys if there is gist. But if you're listening to this, please don't forget to type your gist in the comments, because honestly, that is one of the things that we used to bond here. And if it's not here, it's really a flaw. And I'm so sorry I did not notice, because honestly, what was going on with this episode was a lot. But I will take accountability still that I did not notice that it wasn't even recording at the time and it went missing. But anyways, enjoy the rest of the video because we still have a lot to unpack. So that being said, let's roll the cameras and turn on the microphone for us to hear this story. But before we start, this story is going to make a lot of you want to judge. So we're going to do this pledge. Hold your ears, everybody. Oh yeah. I pledge to not be judgmental to whoever sent this story. Say it after me. I pledge to not be judgmental to whoever is experiencing this. I pledge to not be judgmental to anyone that resonates with this story in the comment section. I pledge to give my advice and opinions in love. So help me God. Amen. So the story goes, I have been with my boyfriend for 3 years. He's a good man. I need to say that first because I don't want anyone to misunderstand what I'm about to say and to know me. Sorry, no judgment. He is kind. He is consistent. He loves me in the way I always said I wanted to be loved. But somewhere in the last 3 years, I stopped being a person and became just his girlfriend. I quit my job to move to his city. I stopped going to my dance classes. because the timing didn't work with his schedule. My friends stopped calling because I was always no, don't. My friends stopped calling because I was always unavailable. Eh? I cooked his preferred meals, even though I don't like half, even though I don't like half of them. I laugh at things I don't find funny because it makes him happy. And here is the terrifying part. He never asked me to do any of this. I just did. Slowly, without noticing. Until one day I looked in the mirror and genuinely could not tell you what my favorite meal was anymore. Or what I would do on a Saturday if I had no one to consider. I love him, I genuinely love him, but I'm starting to resent him for a life I chose. And I don't know if that makes me ungrateful or if it means something is seriously wrong. Am I the problem here? And how do I get myself back without losing him in the process? That's one hell of a story. I When I read this, I was like, because it's a fictional story, but I was like, okay, this is crazy because it's if you're reading it from a perspective of just reading it, it sounds funny, but it genuinely isn't funny because this is something that we as women, I will speak for women because I'm a woman, I don't know for men, would go through. These are the issues where you meet people that you just want to give yourself to completely, which is not bad. But the sad part of it is that you try to lose yourself, and that is where the problem lies. And I'm saying this to you now that it is not your fault. Yes, it's going to come as a surprise. It'll be like, are you trying to be tragic with your words? Are you trying? No, this is me telling you that it is actually not your fault. Now there are things that will make you want to be like that. It's either you are not used to being with a good partner. It's either you're not used to being appreciated. It's either you're not used to finding people that will reciprocate love, because for you to say someone is a good partner, it means that the person is reciprocating the love that you show them. So you're trying everything you can to put to please that person and make sure that person never leaves you. This thing I'm going to say, I know that some of you will argue with me. This person that loves you did not notice that you were losing yourself, did not even ask you, babe, how far? What of your friends? What of this thing? I thought you used to like amala. Why did you stop eating it and start eating fried plantain and egg when before we started this courtship, you never really liked this. So why are you doing it now? So the person, I'm not saying he does not love you. Don't bring out abeg o, no be me talker. I'm not saying he does not love you. I'm just saying it is incomplete love when the love that is with you does not notice when you are slacking. Because love is supposed to be 100, 0, 10, 90, 80, 20. When I'm not doing well, this person picks me up. When I'm doing good, this person supports me, and all that. So if there is nobody to pick you up when you're losing yourself, that is incomplete love. And this is what I would advise you do. Have a conversation. This is going to be the most honest conversation you're ever going to have in that relationship. I promise you. Apart from how many kids do we want to have, where do we want to live, what do we want to do, this is one of the most honest conversations because you are losing yourself. I said this is going to be the most honest conversation you both are going to have because this is a case where you do something that might or might not discomfort him. Because if he truly loves you, he honestly might not have noticed it, that you have decided you've stopped talking to the people you normally talk to, you've stopped doing the things you usually love to do. He might just have flown over his head. Maybe he didn't notice. But if it's someone that was enjoying it, that found pleasure in it, that it made him happy, this is going to be the part where he resents you. If he doesn't want that part of you where you love yourself, he begins to resent you. He begins to be like, this is not what I want, this is not, and that is where you have to, know the next step. It's not from my mouth you hear anything, but you know what is best for you. You know what is right for you. All right. I will say this also. You are not going to apportion blames without taking responsibility. You have to take responsibility for your actions, because for you to be in a relationship and lose yourself, it means that you don't have self love. And if you don't have self love, you will not be able to pour love to your you will not pour love to yourself, whether or not you are in a relationship. I'm not saying this to make you feel bad, no. It is just for you to look at yourself in the mirror and know that, oh yes, I actually do not have self-love, because it's self-love that makes you want to make someone happy, and in the process of making the person happy, you also want to make the person validate you. You want that person to validate you at every given stance. You don't have a mind of your own anymore, because you don't love yourself anymore. So because this person says they love you, you're like, how can this person love an emptiness? How can this person love, you see yourself as nothing? How can this person love nothing? So therefore, I will do everything to please this person for this person never to stop loving me. So you see where you're falling short, loving yourself. And what will I advise you to do? As a friend, as a host, as someone you came to hear from, I would advise you to start loving yourself again. How, you might ask? Let's just say, take baby steps. Baby steps like waking up in the morning and saying, oh, you're beautiful. Let me use myself. Favor, you're beautiful. You're so cute. Like, you can just say these things to yourself when you wake up. After your prayers, of course, pray to God. That's the number one person that loves you. So call on him, thank him, appreciate him and everything. Then you speak to yourself. You're beautiful, you're smart, you know what you're doing. I would say for myself, sometimes when I wake up in the morning after praying and all of that, I'll tell myself, it's not easy for someone to have this mindset, to think about this kind of thing that you're doing right now and work towards it. Despite the gra and everything, you're still trying to get better. You are an amazing girl. Leave it. You are good. Forget all these things. Anybody that's saying you're not good, that person don't know you. You are good. Favor, you are good. And when you start telling yourself that thing, forget. You start to see the goodness in you. So speak into yourself. This is where the mindset of speaking into yourself comes to play. Speak into yourself. Say good things about yourself. Even if it's like you did something, don't just see it as a random doing. If I did it, it's nothing big. It's not. No. Appreciate yourself for what you did, and that boosts your love. That makes you start to see yourself as valuable, because you want people to tell you, I love you, you're this, you're that. Tell yourself that thing now. Abi, tell that thing to yourself. If no one tells you, it does not. If no one tells you, okay, because you have yourself. And if they tell you, you're like, okay, because you have yourself. But if no one tells you and you don't tell yourself, you start to feel like nothing. You start to feel like there is no life in what living. You're just there. That is where problems start, and that is where you start seeing that you don't even know anything about yourself apart from your name, which you manage to know because they call you that every day. So you see, another baby step I would advise you to take is begin to gift yourself. Some people will say they don't have money to buy this, they don't have money. It mustn't be big things. Let's just say you did something good. I don't want to give you an instance. I want you to do that yourself. Do your assignment. I don't want you to start looking for big things you do. No. Let's just say you did something good at home, at work, for yourself, for anybody, even for your partner. You did something good for him. You can come back and be like, for doing this thing for this person, let me buy myself one ice cream. I'm not talking of ice cream of 10K, 20K. No. Ice cream of maybe 500, depending on your financial capability. Or let me buy myself, what do I like licking? You know what you like licking in your mind. You know. It's just that you don't want to bring it out because you're scared that if you bring it out, this person does not like it. So therefore, the person might leave you. That is it. You know what you want. You know your favorite food. You know all these things. It's just that you're scared of doing it again because you don't want that person to leave you. You can buy lollipop that day. Reward yourself with lollipop. When you appreciate yourself with gifts, you start falling in love with the person you are becoming. That is the baby step I would advise you to take. And then back to the conversation that you have with your partner. Have this conversation. Be honest. Tell your partner, I have realized that I don't really value myself in this relationship. I want to love me and love you. It is not a case of leaving the person. No, I will not advise you to leave the person. Since you said the person is a good person, I will not advise you to leave him. I love you and I love me. So I want to do this for myself. I want to get to find out what I want, what I like, what I hate. Again, I want to get better. I want to appreciate myself again. I want to love myself again. I think I've lost myself in this relationship. If it's someone that loves you, the person will be like, babe, I am sorry. I didn't know it has gotten to this extent. You know what? What do you want to be doing? Do you want to be taking gym lessons? Do you want to be doing dance classes? Do you want to go for this? You love to dance. You love to do this. You love to cook. Okay. Do you want me to register you? Do you want to have Wi-Fi where you can be connecting at so time to watch any cooking class? What do you want? Do you want this? Do you want that? Depending on their capability. I don't want you to think so big that you begin to see what they would bring to the table as less. I don't know if you understand my point. Depending on their capability. So far, he's willing to see you grow again. That is a good partner indeed. But if he begins to say, I like it the way you are, anything, I like it too, that's thing I want to do now. My dear, you have to look 2 times. That is what I would advise. And to everyone that is watching this video, that is also what I would advise you to do. But I have a question. Would you say that this is entirely her fault or it is both their fault? I just want to hear your opinion. I want you to show love. Remember, no judgment. No judgment zone. Just be honest and tell us what you actually think. And if this episode resonates with you, you can share your stories or you can just say in the comment, thank you for this, blah blah blah. That's fine. So in conclusion, I would just say 3 things. Love yourself, show yourself that you love yourself, and have a conversation with the person that you love. Do these 3 things and I feel like you would feel better afterward. And also, God is love, because I know some of us are going to go through that Bible passage that says that God says love your neighbor as yourself. Now you see, that Bible passage is actually preaching self-love, because if you don't love yourself, how are you going to love somebody else? So you have to love yourself to love someone else. Love your neighbor as much as you love yourself. So God is love. God teaches us to love ourselves and also love, because it is when you love yourself, you can be able to extend that much love to your neighbor, much to your partner. So try to love yourself. Don't lose yourself because you love somebody. No, I hope I did not waste your time. I hope you learned something, because I really wish you did learn something. Before we go, I have gist again. You guys will not believe this gist, because this one, it happened just now. Can you guys believe that I've recorded this video before? If you notice in the first and second or whatever clip, this thing was not yet. I'll confess. I'll confess. Go and check. Yeah, I know you don't notice. Go and check. It was not yet because I had to start afresh because my mic went off. This is why I'm also holding my mic in my hand, because right now I have PTSD. I have to be looking at the mic so that the mic will not off. So that is the gist I have for you guys. I started afresh to record. I don't want to cry because that's those are these are one of the things that we see. So yeah, but this one pain me because because I was done recording. I was done. I was almost about to go back to bed, off my light, start editing and all of that. Only for me to realize that it's fine. So if you want to send in your stories to us, do well to send your stories to the WhatsApp number on your screen. You can text us on Facebook, on Instagram. Just search for Consult Me Podcast and send your message to any of the once you find the Consult Me Podcast, just send your message, your stories to us if you like. But I'll prefer you send it on WhatsApp because I'm active 247 there and you get me there whenever you send in your message. And we promise you that your confidentiality is priority. And we also would love to treat you with love because our God is love. And I will always show you that we love you in this community. We are building a community of love, confidentiality, and also a community of family where we all see ourselves as each other's people. Okay, thank you guys for watching. This was one hell of a story. This was one hell of an episode as well. This was one hell of a night. This was one hell of a day. This was one hell of whatever. And I hope you have an amazing weekend ahead. I hope this weekend favors you, and I hope this weekend goes well for you. Whenever you watch this, I hope that day or the rest of the day goes amazingly well for you, and you find a reason to come back to this channel and enjoy yourself with amazing stories that we have for you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications for whenever we post. And also don't forget to tell a friend 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 to tell a person about this channel. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning into today's episode. Bye guys. Cut the cameras and turn off the microphone.